Morning everyone, Aaron here from AJ Adventures. Alright, so as you heard, the Jeep sounds horrible. It's got a really bad dry start, and this tends to happen after a while. So we're going to take a look at a new part that has come out. A couple people have used it. I'm going to do an in-depth breakdown of, well, I'm going to show the install, but then I'm going to test it over the next few days. So how well it starts after 1 hour, a day, 2 days, a week kind of thing of just sitting. So this part is from Baxter Performance. It's basically a check valve. Open it one-handed here. There we go. And it replaces the oil filter that's already in there. So you take that out. This goes in its place, and we'll follow it step by step in the instructions. And then it gets a threaded-on oil filter after. And this check valve will hold oil in the top end for the valve train, and you won't get that really god-awful sounding dry start. Okay, let's get started. Well, one thing about my Jeep is I have a element skid plate here by RA Motorsports. So it comes with this nifty little port. Just gotta take off the 3 Allen key screws. It comes out and you do your oil change right through there. Pretty nice, all flush mount. Okay, so now we're going to basically do a test fit and find the alignment. So take a little bit of oil and lubricate this face seal here. Don't worry about the other O-rings, they'll be going on later. All right, now we're going to thread it in until it bottoms out. All right. Now we have our orientation. I'm going to be using this hole over here on this side. Give that a little mark. And take it back out. Okay, now on the side that isn't marked, got the 2 holes, we're going to put this plug in there. First thing we're going to do, put a little lube on there. You can see there's the side I marked. Flip around to the other side. I need to go overboard on it. And next we're going to install the O-rings. Again, get some oil on there. Oops. And on the shirt, that's good. No twists. Tip O-ring. More oil. Ensure the face O-ring is still there. Make sure it's all clean. All right, now we're ready to put it back in. It is spring loaded when you first start it. Auto doer. Here, I'll show you guys. All right, you can see it's seated in there. You can see the orientation of the port that I'm going to be using. And yeah, now we're ready to lock it in place with the thread lock. So I'm just going to adjust the camera here. You can actually see it sucked down in there as you tighten up that thread lock. So on the side of this, on the port that we're using, there's a spot for a Schrader valve where you put in about 30 psi and it pushes the oil down when you want to do an oil change. Optional is the 90-degree fitting that it comes with. We are going to use that just because the angle will be easier to get the air on there. So again, lube the threads, get her started. It's going to be a fun angle. Oh, and she's warm and still. Okay, and 15/16 French. Now the Schrader valve. Oh, it already comes with some sealing tape on it. All right, I'm gonna grab a deep socket for that one. Ooh. All right, if you know what that is a valve stem cover for, leave a comment. Put them on all my tires. Okay, so the install is done. Now we're ready to put the oil filter back in. Well, this seems worse than before. Yeah. It's not looking good. Oh, there we go. These lines can get brittle, so when you're installing your oil filter, gently pull it back, hold it with your thumb while you thread in the filter. Done. Okay, now I'm gonna put the cap back in, fill her up, and see how it sounds. Slow. What's going on here? Okay. It's leaking out the bottom. Okay, now, get all my tools out of here, give her a quick start, and we'll see, we'll check for leaks. Okay, we'll let it run a bit and get that oil up and top and moving around. And then we'll stop, check the oil level, probably add some more. Yeah, gonna add some more. Wasn't even on the dipstick, so I'm just going to put in the whole thing. Getting a few bits. Well, already it's sounding better. Okay, and we're down near the bottom of the dipstick, which is what we want. All right, so that's the installation of the Baxter Performance oil check valve, and that is warm already. All right, I hope this was a helpful install video. For the rest of this video, I will be, it's gonna be spread out over time, so I'll be coming out and doing a remote start, like I said, after an hour, however many, 12 hours a day, a couple days. So yeah, and see if get that dry start noise anymore. Hope not. These aren't cheap. It's about just over $400 Canadian. I got it off of was it Northridge 4x4? They were the cheapest ones I could find. It's like $360 US or something like that. So yeah, and I got some more work. So next I'm going to be working on the drag link. Okay, it's been 1 hour since the install. All right, so 24 hours, it's the next day. Well, it's a little rough, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. That's a new sound. Okay, so the Jeep hasn't run in 2 days, and I'm about to start it and see how it sounds. Well, still a little rough, but not as bad as it used to be. Morning everyone, Aaron here. Like I said, I was going to do a start after a week of sitting in the cold, and it's definitely gotten cold. Winter has started here in Edmonton. Got our first snowfall. So it hasn't been started in a week. Gonna do a cold start on it and see how it sounds. Still getting that dry start sounding going on. And hopefully that check valve helps. Well, as you just heard, it is a little bit rough when it starts, but that was nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So I used to have it parked in the driveway, and after about an hour, it would be a really bad dry start sound. So I think the new check valve that I installed helped a lot. So I do recommend it. All right, thanks.